I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you on the Constitution here, TJ.
Think about this. To be a constitutionalist is to fail to recognize that these guys weren't all on the same page. It's a failure to recognize that the Constitution is a compromise. It was debated. Concessions were made. Visions were watered down. None of the founders thought that the Constitution was perfect. So why should we?
You think that because they compromised on the Constitution that it doesn't work? Should the opinion of just one man outweigh everyone else's opinion? Like, I don't agree with you. You don't agree with me. You put all your founding fathers in a room together, it's very unlikely that they're all going to agree with each other or have the same opinions on everyone. You have to make compromises in order to make things work. Constitution is like a marriage. Spouses have to compromise all the time in order to make their marriage work. He does the dishes, or I take out the trash, or blah blah blah. You have to have compromise because no one agrees 100% of the freaking time. See, when everyone chose just one man to follow, and yes, I'm going to use an example here, and that example is Adolf Hitler, we had genocide. Massive amounts of people were getting slaughtered because people followed one man. If maybe there was 10 men with varying opinions, this would have never happened. You have to have the opinion of more than one person in order to please everyone. You just can't be self-centered and say, oh, well, because they all didn't agree, then I don't agree with them.
When you say that we should be faithful to an ancient document and ignore the fact that some of it no longer applies to the modern world, that's a religion. And I'm not a religious man.
Okay, here's where I have a real problem with you. You just called the Constitution a religion. Oh, so does that mean that it's a church? Does it have a preacher? Are the founding fathers like the apostles of the Constitution? Are you referencing the Constitution like it's a Bible or something? That makes me mad. You're a hypocrite. You told me that I was wrong because I called atheism a religion. That's my viewpoint. That and if enough people believe in something, and it's actually a movement. And I believe atheism is a slow-moving religion that's growing as a religion. That is my belief. And you're trying to tell me that the Constitution is like a religion. Seriously, isn't that being a bit of a hypocrite, TJ? Really? So, in other words, anything that's old cannot be any good anymore? Like the Bible's old, the Constitution's old, but you know what? There are some great points made in each of those books, like the Constitution, and the Bible. There's some very great wisdom from very wise men in there. Yes, there's things that aren't valid anymore, like slavery, and obviously that's wrong, but still. So, you know what? I would laugh. If you were a politician, that would be really, really funny. For one thing, you don't have the intelligence to ever pull it off, to be in Congress. I don't know, what would your platform be? Your marker drawn on mustache? You go up to the podium with a banana in your hand? Would that be your stance? Because you're not actually that intelligent. You think you're intelligent. You think you could get away with trolling little people and telling me off because I said that atheism is a religion, and here you are saying the Constitution of America is a religion. you know what? Your video had some good points, but the rest of it was amazingly stupid. You're an asshole. I'm not actually American, but I'm from North America, but guess what? In my opinion, you're an asshole because you took a giant shit on your own Constitution, the Constitution of America. And you know what? You are exercising your freedom of speech, which I know. I'm not even from America, but I know that's part of your constitutional right. So you're picking out your freedom of speech, but you're just shitting on everything else that's in the Constitution? Really? You're a big fucking fat hypocrite. I'm finished with you. Hey, we're all animals. Why don't you just kiss this?